Well, this next song tells of the legendary trip that Welshmen make once every 2 years to the hallowed turf of Twickenham. Or as Twickenham is more affectionately known, Twickers. Or as Peter West has it, HQ. Now, I was singing this up in London a few weeks ago, and to a predominantly English crowd, and I had great difficulty in teaching the chorus. Now, they were singing, and we were singing. Hymns and arias. Land of my fathers. And Harry's got a horse. And we were singing hymns and arias, land of my fathers, our heathen knows. We paid our weekly shilling for that January trip. A long weekend in London, I without a bit of kip. There's a seat reserved for beer by the boys from Abercan. There's beer, pontoon, crisps and fags, or a croaking Calon Lan. And we were singing hymns and arias, land of my fathers, our heathen knows. Into Paddington we did roll with an empty crate of ale. Will has lost at cards and now his western mails to sail. But Will is very happy though his money all has gone. He swapped 5 photos of his wife for one of Barry John. And we were singing hymns and arias, land of my fathers, our heathen knows. We got to Twickers early and were jostled in the crowd. Planted leeks and dragons looked for toilets all around. So many there we couldn't budge, twisted legs and pale. I'm ashamed we used a bottle that once held a bitter ale. But we were singing hymns and arias, land of my fathers, our heathen knows. Wales defeated England. I'll say that again, cause it's my favourite line. And this time, let's have a bit of reaction, boys. Mae fel ynglodd ma. Wales defeated England in a fast and open game. We sang Cwmr Honddar and Delilah, damn, they sounded both the same. How we sympathized with an Englishman whose team was doomed to fail. So we give him that old bottle. Heard it before, you. So we give him that old bottle that once held a bitter ale. But fair play to him, what a take the way he started singing hymns and arias, land of my fathers, I did not know. So it's down to Soho for the nights, to the girls with the shiny beads, to the funny men with lipstick on with evil minds and deeds. I'm only joking, man. I once said to Will from a doorway dark, damn, she didn't have much on, but Will knew what she wanted. His photo of Barry John, 'cause she was singing hymns and arias, land of my fathers, I need a know. Sing once again. And we were singing hymns and arias, land of my fathers, I need a
On a warm summer's evening, on a train bound for nowhere, I met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns of staring out the window at the darkness till boredom overtook us, and he began to speak. He said, "Son, I've made a life out of reading people's faces and knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. So if you don't mind my saying, I can see you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice." So I handed him my bottle, and he drank down my last swallow. Then he bummed a cigarette and asked me for a light, and the night got deathly quiet, and his face lost all expression. Said, "If you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done." Every gambler knows that the secret to surviving is knowing what to throw away, knowing what to keep. 'Cause every hand's a winner and every hand's a loser, and the best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. And when he'd finished speaking, he turned back toward the window, crushed out a cigarette, faded off to sleep. And somewhere in the darkness, the gambler, he broke even. But in his final words, I found an ace that I could keep. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting. When the dealing's done, you got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting. When the deal is done.
On the bank of the river stood Running Bear, young Indian brave. On the other side of the river stood his lovely Indian maid. Little white dove was her name, such a lovely sight to see. But their tribes fought with each other, so their love could never be. Running Bear loved little white dove with a love big as the sky. Running Bear loved little white dove with a love that couldn't die. He couldn't swim the raging river, 'cause the river was too wide. He couldn't reach little white dove waiting on the other side. In the moonlight he could see her throwing kisses across the waves. Her little heart was beating faster, waiting there for her brave. Running Bear loved little white dove with a love big as the sky. Running Bear loved little white dove with a love that couldn't die. Running Bear dove in the water, little white dove did the same, and they swam out to each other. Through the swirling stream they came. As their hand touched and their lips met, the raging river pulled them down. Now they'll always be together in that happy hunting ground. Running Bear loved little white dove with a love big as the sky. Running Bear loved little white dove with a love that couldn't die.
Oh, I could hide 'neath the wings of the bluebird as she sings. The 6 o'clock alarm would never ring, but it rings and I rise, wipe the sleep out of my eyes. My shaven razor's cold and it stings. Cheer up, sleepy Jean, oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? You once thought of me as a white knight on his steed. Now you know how happy I can be